We're here with SayweCanfly. Can you tell us how are you today?
I'm pretty good. A little cold, but I'm amazing.
For anyone that does not know, what type of music do you play?
I do acoustic stuff. It's kind of poppy, kind of folky, but it's acoustic.
How did you get into music?
I guess music was always like the one thing that made me feel good about life and about, you know, waking up every day. So I guess it always meant a lot to me as a kid, like going through stuff, and always helped me. So I don't know, just became part of who I am and a part of my daily life. So just kept doing it, you know.
What's the funniest thing that has happened to you on stage?
On stage, I'm trying to think, man. I don't think anything like really funny has happened. Guys, has anything weird happened on this tour yet? To me on stage? I don't think so. I mean, I've dropped my guitar before. I've like my straps come off and my guitar has fallen. I've tripped, but I mean, no one's ever like punched me or anything. So.
If you could pick 3 artists to tour with in the world, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
I mean, Ed Sheeran, because he's just like my biggest musical influence at the moment. Secondhand Serenade, because he's the dude who got me into acoustic music, and probably Under Oath, even though they're a hardcore band, because they're my favorite band. So.
How's this tour been with Rookie and Joel?
Well, I mean, I don't really like Rookie of the Year very much, but Joel's cool. No, it's been good. They're a good group of guys, and I like being on the road with them, and it kind of feels like a little brotherhood going on, so it's really cool.
If you could pick any venue to play at in the world, what venue would it be and why?
I mean, definitely, you know, Madison Square Gardens, maybe, just because it'd be cool. Or maybe just like a little coffee shop in the middle of nowhere, because that would be cool too. So, I don't know.
What's your favorite venue to play in?
I love playing at the Knitting Factory in Brooklyn. That's been my favorite. It's a sweet venue. It sounds good.
That's awesome. If you had $1 million in the music industry, what would you use it for?
What would I use it for? I'd probably just buy a whole bunch of Tim Hortons gift cards so that when I'm on tour, I never run out of coffee. But no, for real, I don't know. I'd use it for putting out an album or, you know, marketing or doing something cool.
That's awesome. What's the funniest thing that has happened to you on tour outside of being on stage and?
Well, I mean, like where was it? It was in Ohio on my last tour. A girl like tried to kiss me. She just I thought we were going in for a hug, and then she just kind of like went for it, and I had to push her away. But it was really awkward, very awkward. It's alright.
What's the biggest show you ever played?
It was definitely I played at Warped Tour in Toronto. That was definitely the biggest one I've played so far, which is really cool.
For a more serious question, what do you think about media frenzy over mental illness?
Sorry, what did you say?
What do you think about the media frenzy over mental illness?
I think the world we live in is like crazy, and it's hard to deal with a lot of stuff. So I think like a lot of things that are diagnosed as mental illness really are just a combination of a lot of things. And I don't know, I get it, and I get what it's like to feel like confused and, you know, crazy and depressed. So it's like I think we can all relate more than we might think, and that's why I like to, you know, talk to everyone as much as I can.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Have you ever dealt with depression or any other mental illness, and if so, how did you handle it?
Dude, 100%. Like, depression is something that's, you know, started when I was a teenager, when I was a kid, like stuff that would happen, you know, in my home and at school, and it's still there, you know, getting older even, because life just becomes more complicated. But I think just I've always tried to hold the things that make me happy very close to me, and and music, of course, has helped a lot. But I think just trying as hard as I can to focus on my goals and write my goals down and keep focused on what I want, and that really helps me get through it.
What would you say was the hardest part of your life so far?
The hardest part of my life so far, I think it's been when my parents split up, that was really hard, just because like I was at an age where I understood what was going on, and I really had to find my way kind of on my own, because I didn't get along with either of them individually at the time. So that was really tough, kind of feeling like I didn't have like security or didn't have a place to go for a while. But I think that also helped shape me into who I am today, and helps me kind of do what I'm doing now. So I'm thankful for it.
What would you tell a fan that is struggling with self-harm?
I mean, I guess I try to tell everyone that, you know, as much as you believe that it's your own fault that these things happen and that your life sucks or whatever, it's really not, and there's nothing you can do sometimes to control what goes on around you. So I just try to tell everyone to remember that, like, you know, we all feel that way sometimes, you know, and that to me shows that you have people that care and understand you. So that's why I try to make people feel like, you know, someone else cares. It's really important.
What's it like when a fan comes up to you and tells you your music saved their life or got them through some hard times in life?
It's just like an amazing like thing, because I just know like how much music meant to me when I was going through that stuff. So the fact that I know I can do that for someone else is amazing. It's like an honor, and sometimes it's hard to know what to say though, but at the same time it's like it means just as much every time, and I wish I could just like, you know, express how it really makes me feel, but it's really hard. But it's amazing.
Does any of your songs talk about depression or self-harm or anything along those lines?
Definitely. I mean, like I have a song called Scars that's kind of directly about dealing with pain and going through depression, but a lot of the other parts of my songs and like things I write about come from different, I guess, elements of that, and you know, things that have gone on with me and my journey through those things. So I think I write about that stuff a lot. It's just different aspects I write about in different ways, but definitely it's a huge part of the stuff I write.
Would you like to say anything else to your fans?
I mean, I love you guys, you know that, and I'm very excited for 2015 because I'm going to be touring a lot, and I can't wait to meet more of you. Thank you for interviewing me, dude. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.
Let's check SayweCanfly on Twitter, YouTube. You know, he's an inspiration to a lot of people. So go check him out. Go check out his tour dates. He might be coming to a city near you next year. Peace.